Hello everyone, this is NoMoreWorlds. It's been a while, but I'm going to try out Elder Kings 2, which is a mod for Crusader Kings 3. I know that's confusing with numerical order, but it's fine. This is basically the Elder Scrolls lore and cultures and everything added into Crusader Kings 3, and there was an Elder Kings 1 that did the same for Crusader Kings 2, which I never played. I don't know that much I don't know that much at all about the Elder Scrolls lore. I played the online a little bit. I've obviously played Skyrim and Oblivion and Morrowind. I don't know what's going on, but I've always found the lore bits a little bit interesting, so we can dive right in. I've heard this is pretty good, so we'll do a new game. I think we'll go to the second age 450. Because this seems to open things up a little bit, and then we can go with any ruler we want in this area. And I think I have an idea. I do have an affinity for a certain group in the Elder Scrolls. Because they're little freaks. I quite enjoy that. It's definitely going to be the Wood Elves down here in Valenwood, I want to say it's called. And you can see nothing's really been united, but you can eventually unite everything into little kingdoms. I think the Empire's... There we go, the High Kingdom's Valenwood right here. There's Elsewhere, which is cats. Black Marsh is lizards. Morrowind is the Dunmer. Dark Elves, Nords. French. Redguard. And then the Elf Nazis. And then, of course, there's Cyrodiil proper. Inevitably, all parts of this will be, you know, all a bit of the Empire, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. So we'll go into the independent realms we have here. And there's one particular... You know, I'm going to play as the Wood Elves. I've always liked the Wood Elves. They're weird. They have a very strange culture to them. Very bizarre. Great archers. Great stalking. They don't grow crops. I think they just eat meat and practice cannibalism. And really, that's the problem with the generations today. Just practicing too much cannibalism. So we'll go as Queen Nilwen of Grotwood, because she has, I think, the biggest holding, and she has claims on a bunch of stuff nearby. There's a whole host of magic that you can end up doing. I don't think she's particularly magically talented. But let's jump right in, and we'll see how it goes. So, just quickly, she's Bosmer, Wood Elf, and... see, they have the hunting economy. They can recruit They can recruit Bosmer stalkers, which, yeah, they are archers. They can delay between hunt activities is minimized. You can hunt more often. Gain hunter traits more often. Prisoners are more likely to accept recruitment. Gain a positive opinion modifier when recruited, and the recruiter gets a strong hook. Jungle bonuses, obviously. Jungle stalkers are a pretty common commander trait. Dungeon characters are admired. And then lazy and gluttonous are scorned. Cannot use the expel monsters Cassius Belli against pariahs or discriminate them without it being considered tyranny. I don't know what expel monsters is, but there's so many new things this mod adds, so that's fine. You know, they have jungle dwellers down here. It's just gives them all kinds of bonuses for combat and I think money. If there we go. Different holdings, construction costs in jungles, whereas other cultures wouldn't have that. They have cutthroat politics. People do better with intrigue, which I find pretty strange. I would have thought martial would be more their thing. Wrathful is scorned, calm is admired. Sacred hunts. Hunting provides piety, that's quite nice. And ruling caste. Different culture, peasant factions, and populous factions are less common. Alright, that makes sense. And they each have a strange... I don't think we can see it in here. I think we'll see... Oh yeah, autocracy. There's a bunch of different government types now. And then, of course, they have the green pack, which is pastoral isolation, which I think is in the base game. Religious laws. I can condemn stoneful vassals with high learning. And then the green pack. The cannibal trait is no longer considered criminal. That's pretty useful. I mean, there's no ethical consumption under cannibalism, so we'll embrace it. Let's dive right in. I don't want to save, I want to start. I think I tried her out, and then also some of the other Wood Elves briefly here. I I don't want to do Iron Man just because I don't care. And being able to save and fix things, especially with a game, this has crashed on me once or twice, so I do want to have more options to save and different pathways as well. Difficulty's all fine. Keep everything default. Elder King's hybridization. Non-player created hybrid cultures will be significantly restricted. We'll keep that at default because I don't know what that does. Do they have any more Elder King specific ones in the game rules? Yeah. Flavor renames. Only perks that reference real-life locations and concepts will be renamed. And nickname limitations. Once per character. Each nickname will be given only once until its owner dies. That's fine. We'll apply that. And we'll go ahead and start and dive right in. Alright, so the first thing we have here, you know, the music's quite beautiful. I might turn it down slightly. I'm not sure how overpowering it is compared to me talking. Let me just do that right now. As we drift over to the side, we'll drop it down to there. That's fine. And then we have to choose a patron god. I don't really understand the religion behind any of the Elder Scrolls. And I think they have different names when they're elves compared to when they're not. So I'm probably going to go with Ephir, which is the paramount god of the Bosmer, and it involves the green pack. This is a combination of the 9, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. There's 9, right? I guess there's only 7. And I don't know if they have any of the demonic princes and such, the Daedric princes, because I do know the elves worship them more, or did in the past. We'll, for now, just pick the piety gain, prestige gain, and general opinion. That's fine. We also age considerably slower. I'll go into this right now. We've aged considerably slower, so we've unlocked a hell of a lot of. I really want to do a heavy chivalry focus, just so I'm quite powerful on the battlefield. Sacred raids. We'll go down the raiding. I mean, I really want to go down the gallant, just because that gives I don't know if they have it in here, but the less likely to be killed in battle. I don't see it, so maybe raiding's the correct way to go. They also have this magic tab now. I think magic is a connection to learning. And you can see how, like prowess, you can see how adept your character is at learning magic. And there's all the different schools. I say there's all the different schools. I think there are more. Conjuration, Destruction, Alteration, Illusion. There's Mysticism, which is not here, which is like the Telekinesis ones. And these give you different ranks of rituals and other things you can end up doing. But my character's not going to be particularly magically focused, and that's fine. Obviously, we live in a tree. I don't think you're allowed to cut down wood. I think they just wear furs. You can take a look. It's quite a nice court for such an interesting look, and I think most of our characters in the Wood Elf Kingdom dress like this. Obviously, I proved the no shoe thing. Hair-wise, I think we can do better. We have a nice, like, warrior mohawk. Sure, we can find one. Joan of Arc is just, I guess don't really play with the female hairstyles as much. Like a nice ponytail, messy braid. Messy braid is fine. Apply those changes. All right, so let's see what else we can do. We can hold court, which is a fun decision that I always enjoy doing. We have 4 holdings ourselves here. Double check and make sure that's correct. 5 titles, 1 over title, and then these connecting ones. I think we can create a duchy here, and we'll do that quickly to up our abilities with prestige and stuff like that. Here you can see my Arcana learning stack. I have no magic perks. I have a base poor Arcana ability. My husband is also poor, and my son is terrible, but he's only 13 years old and hasn't been raised correctly yet. What is his education focus? You know, he's pretty good at many things. Can we get him a learning focus? Maybe we'll get him into some magic. And then education-wise, we'll educate him ourselves. That's fine. Yeah, we're not going to be training him in the schools of magic because we don't have codified magical studies or school of magic innovation. We don't have a tradition for it either. That is fine. We might be able to send him to someone to get raised in that regard, but I don't think so yet. So we have these standard grand tournament things. We can get rid of those. We're not endorsed by our greenskeeper. I mean, that's fine. What we should do is make a decision right now. We'll go ahead and get ourselves a physician. There's this weird button that doesn't do anything up here. I don't click it. We can create a duchy. We need to get a wet nurse. We'll start the search for a wet nurse as well. We can potentially negotiate an alliance. Now, if I remember the backstory, I didn't read it. But from the last time I played, my father split the kingdom between me, his eldest daughter. My sibling is dead, and then my nephew is over here. And he has basically my territory. And I think they're religiously astray because they follow the Black Sap movement, which is nationalistic, and it involves something. It involves something. There we go. Religious law, pursuit of power, Cassius Belli. It's very similar to us, but without we're a little more peaceful. That's fine. We do want to get that territory back at some point. You can see we can declare a few wars up here. We have 4 we can do. I think this is my nephew up here. No, this is Haven down here. We can go ahead and take parts of that. And I think we will. We'll be taking little chunks out of different things around us and creating new vassals. I need some tea. Hold on one sec. All right, let's hold court first because that can be incredibly expensive, especially at this level. You can see our court. This is a high. Yeah, this is an Almiri offshoot, right? Iliad. Yeah. Just like weirdo. I do have a knight with me, so that's nice. Greenskeeper, there I am. I don't think I can zoom in. We'll go ahead and hold court. We can go ahead and throw our banner down. And I think we have a better throne. Oh, look, I don't have to kneel anymore. All right. And if we go back to the hold court button, we'll just see what people have. We'll hear our petitioners. Sitting my throne, I gesture for the first in line. This is one of my knights. He is part of that Aldmiri offshoot. I like my husband's cat bed chair. I kind of want that instead. Sutriel approaches the throne in a sadly manner. With visible distress weighing on his shoulders, my queen, are you aware the day of Jaspier's ball is drawing near? Unfortunately, some of the courtiers didn't have the time to receive the proper silks imported from the chiefdom of Hilzil. For our garments, therefore, we're in dire need of delaying the ball. If my queen would be so kind. The quest was far from simple. Delaying the ball would cost the realm quite a bit of gold. We'll delay the ball. That's why I hate holding court. It always costs money. My vassal, keeper. This is my greenskeeper, right? No, she's my marshal and vassal. Can barely contain her rage, erupting. Something must be done about the wood orc outsider. She gestures wildly. I've quite enough of chieftain. My steward is an orc. Don't be racist against orcs and his ridiculous customs. That so-called orcish tongue is just insolent noise. It's time for your foreign subject to adopt the mores, or mores, of their betters. And this will... I have a terrible diplomatic challenge. Every non-Atrani vassal gains 10 opinions, and only she loses opinion. No, we'll be racist. Adapt to the Atrani culture. Excellent. So we kept that, and a provincial merchant steps. We're clearing out of his element in my rich halls. I beckon, come, man. We don't have all day. Yes, my lady, he stammers. I am Norvir, lowborn, representing the disgruntled traders and freemen of Eldenroot, Eldenroot's greatest city. Celine, our mayoress, is a barrier to commerce and the town's interests. What does it matter if she's deposed and loses 40 opinion of me? She won't have power anymore. the and what does Celine have to say? There's a chance she pays me money. I want to do that. She paid me money. Excellent. My business here is done. So court's over. You can see now it's pretty similar to normal Crusader Kings 3, right? It has a pretty similar feel to it, but a lot of new and interesting elements that I'm not quite familiar with. Because I've tried to read up on it. I'm not that great at it. But what we are going to do... Sorry, what is order mass eviction? Snow... we lacked... Oh, okay, this is to get rid of guests. That's fine. This is to get more knights. I think I have too few knights. You can grant vassals the rightful liege, yeah. Go ahead. I would love to grant vassals. Yeah, we'll transfer all of these so I don't have to deal with it. And then I don't have any steward. But we can go ahead and not assign these people who want it because they're terrible. Go ahead and get my... Well, he's my spy master, though. Yeah, I guess we'll give it to you. You're the best. Spy master vaguely enjoys me. I'm not a huge fan of that. We haven't got our court physician yet. That will come soon. I've not done the accolades thing, and I don't quite understand it yet. We're going to negotiate an alliance, and we are in line to handle, get titles, I think, from Cormont up here. But we'll deal with that later. Right now, let's get time ticking over a little bit. And I would love to host a quick hunt. Oh, yes, okay. We'll get Parwin, because she seems to be better. I don't know what skills a wet nurse needs, but we also need a physician, so I'll wait for that to click over. Because I have a pretty high learning, we can get this guy, who is an actual good physician. Excellent. And let's go ahead and plan a hunt for everyone. We'll do a standard hunt. And I think the lighter green areas, the lighter green areas are better for hunting. I don't know if there's a quantifier between these, and we'll go with the closer one just because it would be cheaper. Safe for us, that's fine. 151, no. We're going to increase search parties, and we're going to... Yeah, that really increases things. I would like to slay beast, confirm. Get our party size up. Do I need a caravan master for this? I'll point you, that's fine. Yeah, and do any of these travel options give us a better chance? You know what? I'll have a jungle stalker just in case. We'll go ahead and start the hunt. We do earn nearly 13 gold to tick over, so that should be fine. So start the hunt. Be hosting a hunt in Galagap, and time has come for us to depart. I have no doubt I will soon be returning home, covered in glory. Ew. In truth, it's true, there's nothing quite like a good old-fashioned hunt. Can't wait. And there's my caravan master. This should give me a regency. What's the new situation that's appeared? I haven't seen it yet. Oh, and I think I can control... I can control where we go in Renown. I kind of would like to go down Warfare. You need certain traits to be able to do Arcane Blood and... Magicka and Blood. So we can ignore that. We do kin and really like. No prowess loss from aging. That's not bad. But actually we get quite a few points, and I would love to just do Warfare to really push up what we can do in the wars coming up. Alright, we have 12 guests who have agreed to come, so that is fine soon. Parwin assembles the party as the sun rises. Let's get out there. The peril is treacherous, but the prestige is glorious. We'll be hunting a mammoth. I don't think that's in the base game. I don't think there are mammoths in Crusader Kings 3. I'm just going to assume that. Poachers, here in the Keeper's Wilderness. Aren't we all poachers? Isn't that our religion? They huddle together as I ride up with my guards, making a poor job of hiding the dead antelope behind them. We did not do this. Please have mercy, glorious queen. Their blades and bows belie their words. They will hang and their villages will pay. The animal is mine along with fines for their lives. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, we got money and prestige. Excellent. That's the best outcome. As the hunt goes on, you find yourself separated from the group in a part of the hunting grounds you've never seen before. Around you, the singing of birds and various noises made by bigger beasts have gone quiet, and you can feel a higher presence overseeing this land. As you slowly press on, you find a small and secluded shrine dedicated to none other than the Daedric Prince Hercian, father of the hunt and prince of lycanthropy. Lycanthropy. I'm sorry, I said it like that. I can destroy this shrine, and that will absolutely screw over our chances for catching something, so I don't want to do that. Better join the hunting party and focus on the hunt. Issue a small prayer. I lose piety, but I have enough. It increases my chances. And I become a secret worshiper of the Daedric Prince. That's interesting, and it would make me a better hunter, but that's going to give me a huge amount of stress. I think I'll lose stress from this, though, so I'm going to try it. My Jock Spear, Parwin, is the first to spot the herd. Carefully putting the party into position, we descend into the trumpeting beasts, separating a worthy male from the panicked group. Without warning, it charges away in a flash of dark fire, disappearing behind a rise. After it, this method is more perilous. You can attempt to ambush it, and that won't gain us stress, and I'd rather do that. So let's go ahead. I am separated from my hunting party for a moment, but a moment is all it took for a stray mammoth to... How the hell does a stray mammoth just appear? They're massive. Whatever, atop a large rock. And it must be a massive rock. And stop in its tracks to stare me down like its next meat. Mammoths eat meat? I don't think they do. I feel my throat grow dry and my hand tighten around my bow. All of my experience hunting tells me that one must remain still around mammoth if one wishes to survive. But in that moment, I am but a slave to my own instincts. This is a prowess challenge. This is a almost 50-50. We got wounded, that's fine. Go ahead, and we watch for mammoths from our concealed bowline, tensing with anticipation as the fleshers' cries and baying hounds grow louder. The dark male suddenly leaps into the clearing. Suddenly leaps, tusks flailing and charging straight towards us in terror. Hold, he's mine. The arrow misses. Damn, that thing moved. Can we get another one? Heeding the call of the widest adventure, and this outing delivered the good and the bad and the advanced, there is nothing quite like the thrill of bringing down a mighty beast. Directs the breaking up, clumsy skinning of the carcass. Did I get one? One. Your husband and king. We placed the eager dog's share of the spoils on the stretched hide before departing from camp home. I'm keeping the trophy. We can finish the hunt, and I've lost a ton of stress. Excellent. And I've got myself a renowned mammoth skull, and I think I can go ahead and put that inside my treasury. There we go. That's not a mammoth skull, that's a stick. Oh, whatever. Domain tax is up. And it gives me a court brancher bonus, so that's quite nice. So that was the opening move. Just a bit of fun to, test out hunting, which I haven't done terribly much in Crusader Kings to begin with. So what do we need to do next? I think we should just declare war on someone. And who is that going to be? Probably someone tiny. There's a little orc over here we can take out. I have the de jure right. I can't do this one because I don't have illustrious. Before we do that, I know the old trick. What we want to do is move our rally point right to the edge here. And now we can go ahead and take this. Raise all armies. And when they start raising up, we will combine them quickly. They're already being raided, which I find quite interesting. Go here, and then I want you two to meet up and go here. My court. Oh yes, my caravan master. Why does this say this is going to be equal? I get he has more, like, knights, but that's insane. They're about to win. 3 like qualities. Quite. That's a chieftain. All right. Enforce our demands. No, I don't want to give you a hostage. I demand a hostage. Give me. Which one of these is your son? I actually can't tell the difference. Daughter. Give me one of your daughters. Hostages can only be exchanged if both parties will still be rulers after P. Oh, alright. Don't want one. Force demands. There we go. So be it. And then we can go ahead and disband all our armies. He's ruler. Alright, who are you supposed to be? You're supposed to be connected to this, which I don't think I have. I think I can transfer you to my chancellor. I'm not to. I actually want to set up a separate thing up here, so that's fine. So we've gone ahead and won our first victory. What we can do now is figure out where we're going to attack next. That didn't cost terribly much, so it's not too bad. What I want to do is I can declare even more wars. Take out Red Fur up here, and then take out Wormroot. That's not a bad idea, right? We should try it. We should try it. They only have 441 troops. They have no allies. Seize this. We're going to go ahead and raise all our armies. Does Crusader Kings 3 have Does Crusader Kings 3 have like threat? Am I going to like increase threat by doing all of these wars? Let's speed this up. Yeah, I know how to employ both strategies. That is fine. I don't want to do any stress-based ones if that's quite all right. They are fighting raiders right now, which I would love them not to do. Because they're actually just increasing the quality of the troops and screwing over my chances to get in here. Do they only have one city? They only have one city, so that's fine. It's like you're injured. Oh, you're not done recruiting yet. Who is raiding me? Oh, I'm being raided down here. Is that one of my territories? Nope, so I don't really care. Let's go ahead and enforce the demands here. Gather everyone together here. And I'm going to take care of these raiders. And actually, what I can do is raise these forces for raiding and start raiding some of my nearby friends. They might be going into the sea in a few minutes. Yeah, it looks like they are. Pause right here. Let's have them all merge together. Start raiding, and I would love to start raiding Arborfell. Just to get some money created. That would be nice. And also hostages. Because I'd love to build up the Great Tree. I don't know how you build up a Great Tree. I guess fertilizer. There are raiders constantly walking into my land. Like, legitimately constantly walking into my land. It's quite annoying. Get out. Burn this down. Burn this down. I think I have more troops than they do. Take this. Fire and Blood. Captured skilled slaves for Elden Root. I don't care about Arborfell. Make my place even better. Let's go ahead and take this. We'll take Greymere, and then we can actually go over here and start hitting them. Greetings, my liege. I've come to discover the most appalling truth about Warden Silch. He's my steward. Though I loathe bringing this matter to attention, I will inform you. Being seen as the most alarming kind from you. Yeah, go ahead, tell me. Murder secret. Oh, he's a murderer. That's interesting. I would like to see what the Daedric Prince thing I have is. That makes me somehow a better hunter. I'm going to raid the absolute crap out of all this area, by the way. It's just, yeah, I like raiding in these games. The loot is terrible, right? I only have 84. That's not phenomenal. I think we can beat this army if we need to, so I think we'll go ahead and loot these guys a little bit. With these very similar flags, they're quite confusing. Is anyone else walking into my land? No. Blunders result in claims, useless census. What are my counselors doing? So, yeah, you can go ahead and just continue taxes. You just do domestic affairs. I don't want you giving claims to anyone else. Do I not have county control anywhere? I don't. Those aren't my territories, though, so I'm fine with that. I'd like you to train commanders just so I have more knights. I haven't leveled up yet to gain a proposed non-marital alliance. Who the hell are you? No. I guess we do share a border, but I'm not terribly worried if I'm sorry, is Elsewhere united, huh? That's an emperor title, isn't it? A high kingdom? Ooh, that isn't good. He does not love me. Cultural acceptance, green packet's hostile. That's fair. So they are angry at me. That's fine. They appear to be attacking me. Good, I'm pregnant, so I have another child coming. Hopefully that's not a boy, because I don't want to split the realm too much. Are there any other territories here? No. Let's go ahead and smash these guys. Went ahead and got me more money. I don't need to do anything else. I think we can just disband. Uh, Split off army. Stop being a raiding army, and then we can disband army. There we go. I mean, that gave us a ton of cash, and from there we can go ahead into the green tree. Out and root prowess can't be improved upon. We can get a duchy building. And I would love an arm recruitment cost minus 10%. Knight effectiveness would be great, but actually these are all very expensive. And they require different technologies, which I haven't even been doing. Logging camp seems like we're not allowed to do that via the Green Pact, so I don't know why that's in there, but Hunter's Lodges would be pretty good. We don't have the Plantations innovation yet, so that's fine. What is the first thing we can do? Mage Tower. Militia Camp, Blacksmith. I would love a trade port. Can I do a trade port? Is there a river that can... Oh, there is. Okay, yeah, actually, we're going to go ahead and do a trade port. Actually, I would love for you to increase the development in Eldenroot, which I think is only at 14 compared to... Yeah, we're pretty far behind in development, I have an idea. What about you? What about your 13? Yeah. All right, we have to figure out where the next places for war are going to be. Probably right here. Finish this off. Take this. I would love to get the High Kingdom. I can also create the duchy, and I might do that. That's in here, right? You can create... No, not the accolade. You can create... Out of Wars for a second. Duchy of Elvenroot, which I think is... Yes, this one, mine. So I'll go ahead and create that. And then once I take Worm Root up here, which is into... What is that? Is that a Planet of the Apes? The hell are these people? Igma. They're giant monkeys. Large families, tribal unity, hidden cities. I've never seen these guys. Can I intermarry with them? Is the first thing I think of. Oh my god, they're amazing. Beautiful. What the? these things. You also need to get out of our land. All right, yeah, it's a good start. If anyone has played this before, please let me know what I should be doing, because this mod is kind of overwhelming in terms of the level of stuff that's happening. Um, I mean, obviously the Empire is not even a thing right now. So, I've been NoMoreWorlds, trying to get back on the groove of things, and bye for now.